Hello everybody. It's Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, and I'm here today with what I hope is a quick make. Now this is a secret, so you have to promise you won't tell anybody for a couple days, but I made these up as the thank yous for the journals I listed the other day. I'll put a link below in case you're just curious, to the video, like this is in the future and you're like, oh, I wonder what journal she's talking about. And normally I like the thank yous to be like a surprise, but this is such a great project. And I kept thinking, these would be the kind of thing that's perfect to send to a journal friend or a paper crafter in the mail for holiday times, or just because it's Happy Mail. So all it requires is two 12 by 12 papers, better if they're double-sided. So I'll just show, so we got this, isn't this a great image? Okay, so we've got that, and then you open it up, and then there's a pocket that I put different ephemera in, and some tags, and a little paper clip, and some more goodies. So just a nice little simple, cute item to ship. So these are like kind of just a wintry theme. So there's that one, and as I said, just cute. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you, there's a pocket right here too. So, and they've got like extra things they can put in their journals. And then there's that one. And then these two are just Christmas themed because why not? So you get the idea. And there's that one. So as you can see, just a real cute little project. And then I listed the two forgotten, the lost girls, the forgotten girls. So of course I didn't want to do winter or Christmas. So these are using like Tim Holtz type papers. And some images I had fussy cut out, and some just extra ephemera pieces, a little notebook, and just fun stuff like that. So let me I'll show you that one. Oh, and this one's got one of those Tim Holtz chipboard things. Oh my gosh, the cat wants the chair. I'll probably trade with her just because otherwise she's going to drive me crazy. So hold on a second. You look at that and go, oh wow, that is so cool. Oh wait, no, she changed her mind. Hold on a second. I got to pause and come back. Hold on. Okay, she left. So I guess she's not going to be a handful. Sometimes she likes to do things on purpose to drive me crazy. I love her dearly, and she's as cute as can be, but boy, is she kind of a pain. I'm just going to say it. As cute as she is, she's a pain. All right, now that one I've got my notes here. When I made these, was Saturday, and so and now it's Thursday. So this is kind of between my notes and memory. We'll see how I do. So I'm going to tuck those out of the way over there. And let me move that stuff there so you don't have to. All right, so first we're going to start with two 12 by 12 papers that are double-sided. I got my Timmy here and my paper cutter. I got to make it, I should have done this ahead of time, sorry. Got to make it so I can see the measurement. So the cover, I want this one with the butterflies on the cover, and I'm going to leave it, I can't pick it up, 12 inches across, but I need to cut it so it's only 7 inches high. And then we're going to save the scraps to make the pockets and all that good stuff. And there's that one. So save the scrap. And we'll just kind of tuck the cover over here. And then the inside, we want it to be 10 inches high and 10.5 inches wide. So, 10 inches high. Since this has a directionality, I better pay attention, right? Yeah, 10 inches high. It's coming back to me. I'm starting to remember. Right, so save my scrap. And then 10.5 inches wide. Oh boy, the cat's back. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those days. Okay, so then we got those cut. So I think I'm almost done with this. Let me get this out of the way here. And now, scoreboard. All right, we got bone folder. So let's start with the cover. All right, so I've got it across the 12-inch side, and you want to score at 5.5. So I got it at 5.5. I score again at 6. And 6.5. Get that good and scored. I'll just set that aside for a second. And then for this one, I don't know. I haven't really decided if I like doing the middle first. I think we'll do the up in the pockets first. So we're scoring for the pockets. So you can either score at the 7 or you can turn it around and score at 3. I actually like to score at the 7 just in case I cut it a little bit off. Then it's 7 inches high, which matches the cover. Because, you know, Lord knows I'm good at cutting things a little off. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that up real quick and then put it back down. Why? I don't know. Just how I roll. And then we want to do 5.25, basically folding it in half because it's 7.5 wide. All right. And we can put this sucker away or out of the way. All right, let's do this first so it can be gluing. So I'm going to fold it. Actually, as I said, it's been a couple days. We're going to fold it that way. And then this away. So I folded it in half with the outside on top. And now the inside on top. And now I'm folding it so the outside is on top. And then we're going to flip it and fold it like that. So you end up with an M for magnificent or a W for wamba. So we got that. And then whatever glue you prefer. This bottle itself, I have kind of destroyed it. It's on its last legs, but hopefully it will work for this project because it's got a bunch of glue in it. And I'm using, come on, Emily, Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. I can't remember which one, but they're kind of the same. So anywho's, glue that. And then we're going to have a little bit of ooze. Ooh. All right, did I not get enough glue in there? As I said, I've been having technical issues with that bottle. Oh, nope, I think I got it. So I'm just kind of... And then right now, because when I made those, I forgot to do this, I'm going to just go ahead and cut these off now while I'm thinking on it. Okay. Because this is what we're using to put the middle piece in. It's nice to have no sewing involved in this little project. Alrighty. So there's our front cover. We'll set that aside. Now the inside. So this is where we're going to have to work it a little bit. I was trying to figure out, because I followed somebody else's tutorial. I did not. Oops, I actually went this way. Sorry. Oh, I just realized this. I mean, I'm not very observant. This one's upside down. This one's right side up, upside down. I guess it didn't really matter. Who knew? Some of it's upside down and some of it's not. I just assumed it had a directionality. Okay. So this needs a little bit of working. Now, some of this paper is kind of wearing. Now, this is for myself, so I'm not going to ink it. But if that happened with you, you know, like if you're rubbing it off as you score it, you could go around and ink these. But I am not going to ink it. You can also add, if it delights you to do so, you can add them not just to these pockets. I just don't think it's necessary for these. That's just personal preference. I mean, it's definitely not right or wrong. I wonder... So around there, I'm probably not going to get it very well centered. But I am going to put it up here. Because when we glue it glue it to the thing, then that will be a pocket. And I do want that to show up as a pocket. Alrighty, so let's glue. There we go. Whoop. Glue that right there, right chair. And then glue that right chair. Oh, sorry guys, you can't see where right chair is. Alrighty. I feel like I should move this. Maybe if I move it. Sorry if that made you a little queasy, but I'm trying to get this done so I can mail out the journals that sold already tomorrow. I have, as filming this, I have 2 left. So I am very pleased. Everyone is just so sweet. Okay. So now what we're going to do is glue this to there. So then it will be, okay, like the sound effects. And then I'm just going to glue around the edges here. I don't like to glue too close because I tend to be heavy-handed with glue. And that way, it doesn't ooze too badly. But you definitely got to go your own, you know. All right, so, and I don't really worry about doing all that because it's getting the little string here. All right, so I'm going to take this and we're going to line it up with the top and the bottom and slide it on there and really get it on there good. Get it on there good. Okay. It's not sticking out. Probably too late if it is. It's not sticking out, is it? This is where I like this glue because I give it a couple seconds to, and don't forget to get your bottom here for your inside pocket. All right. Did we do it? By Jove, I think we've done it. All righty. So there we go. Got that and that. So let's do the spine next. And that's where this offcut comes. I wonder if it will, I think the brown. What do you think? That feels busy to me. Though it would be intriguing because you've got the letters here. But I think we're going to go that. And we know because this is 7 inches that this needs to be 7 inches. Well, excuse me. I guess I shouldn't tell you what you know. I mean, I don't really know what you know, if you know what I mean. But, alrighty. Today, my dad has dementia, and he lives in a care home, and because it's kind of hard for him to, oh, I'm going to fold this in half, by the way. You could score it, but I think I'm just going to fold it. Leaving the care home is hard for him because he's far gone enough that he knows that, that he's far gone, kind of. I don't know how to describe it, but he gets nervous and he doesn't know who I am anymore. Last time when I saw him, he said, "You're the lady that takes me places," which is very true. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, "Oh, you're my daughter." So he does kind of remember, but I went today because we tried it with the neurologist, a virtual appointment, which we've never done before on the phone. And that worked out pretty well. But I was so nervous and stressed because I had never done it using the app and talking, and I didn't know. He's very, very active, my dad. He walks super fast. Remember, I'm a little tired. We walked so far because I got there early to have a proper visit, you know. All right, so now we're going to glue this in, but it went okay. So I'm still kind of a little bit, you know, when you have something you're kind of like nervous because you've never done it before, and I don't know, it kind of gives a little anxiety. I haven't quite. So if I seem a little different, I'm still kind of in that space, even though it went fine and it was great. And it was, he was in his own little world, but he's just, my dad is one of these dementia patients that's just a sweetie pie. You know, he does, and he was really in his own little world. I mean, he was hearing voices and they were saying funny things to him. So he was laughing and he was happy. And so it was a fine visit. It would have been nice if he had known who I was, but I managed my expectations, you know what I mean? Now, try not to get the glue all the way to the spine. Okay, let's let that glue, let's catch it first. I'll make sure it didn't So there. Oh, I like that brown actually. Kind of almost looks like old book cloth or old tape or something, like a composition notebook or something. That's cute. I mean, if I do say so myself. I mean, I did pick it out. Clearly, I have exceptional taste. And I'm so modest, too. All right, let's see. I think I need to put a little bit more glue right here. I should grab the finer thingy jigger. You know, the finer tipped glue, but it's over there. You know, it's like 2 feet away, maybe a foot. You know, it's just so far. Okay, and did I get that on there crooked? Probably. I probably did. I mean, this is me, but this is for myself. I get to I'm making something for me to put in my idea journal. I'm going to cut out my notes and tuck them inside. I'm not going to today fill this with ephemera or anything, because I think as I make ephemera for my idea journal, I'm going to tuck this in. Oh, I should let that glue dry. Speaking so good today. Okay, so I guess I better let that dry and stop fussing with it. And now, scrap time. So I'm going to cut this 7 inches first. So I got my paper cutter because if I cut it with scissors, well, it won't be very straight. So, I'm going to cut this 7 inches. And then I'm going to save this piece for the other pocket. And I don't really need all this width because that'd be a really big pocket. So I'm trying to decide, it's going to go, you know, this is the top and the bottom or vice versa. So I'm looking at this design and I'm just trying to decide, what do I want to show? I kind of dig this music right here. So I think I want it to be, well, about 3 inches. And if it's not very contrasty, then I'll add a thumb notch. But if it's contrasted enough, then I'm not going to, because, you know, why not? Or why? Or whatever. So, alrighty. So let's see. Can I open this up now? Is it dry enough? Yes. Still. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at that. See, I didn't quite get all the way. Can you see that? To the edge. So that's why in the tutorial I saw, which I will share down below, give credit where credit is due. This is not an original idea. I just thought it was fantastic. She has this middle go all the way to the edge. And the first one I made, it stuck out a little because I'm not always the bestest at getting things all the way to the edge. So I thought if I make it a little shorter, I personally like that because this makes it more like a cover. But then it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So you could make it so it's this full width. You could cut it 11 inches instead if, you know, you're better at such things. So yeah, see, I don't, thumb notch, no thumb notch, thumb notch. I'm kind of feeling thumb notchy. So I'm feeling notchy today. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And of course, you could ink this to your heart's content if you wanted to. Or not, you know, it's like you could make this any way you want to. So I said, as you can see, I mean, it wouldn't even have to be double-sided paper. I just like the look, and that was the tutorial I saw. But boy, when I was going through my, not for this one, but for the other ones, I was really having a hard time with my wintry, Christmassy pattern papers, finding some that were double-sided. I guess all those books I've picked up over the years, scrapbooking paper books, you know, the 12 by 12, and they're full. None of them are two-sided except for a couple of them, which is just kind of funny. Except the smaller ones, you know, like I like to buy collections that sometimes if I really like a pattern or something, I'll buy the 12 by 12 one, and then I'll buy like the 6 by 6 because the 6 by 6, oh, look at those coffee stain fingers. The 6 by 6 ones have the pattern smaller. So if I'm making tags or ephemera, I just like that better. But that's just personal preference. I think it's from all those years of making primitive dolls. I'm just sensitive to things being the right scale. There we go. I had a little bit of glue there. All right. Oh yeah, and it's in a little crooked. That's okay. All right, that's how you know it's handmade, I guess. All right, so I think we're going to do this side. I could do that one, but then it kind of disappears. And what she did, I thought this was really cute. She, Amber is the creator's name. She did a corner pocket, and she started a little higher and then went to the, so it had like a little lip here. I don't know what you call that. A little wall, a little side part. I thought that was kind of cute. I had never done that before. I just love YouTube. It's such a, I'm trying to decide actually, do I want it to go the other way? No. Okay. It's such a wonderful opportunity to learn and share. And I just, all you guys that like comment, and I don't know, I feel like I have friends all over the country. Crafting friends who get my craziness, which I really appreciate, by the way. All right. It's always nice to know you're not crazy alone. I also understand, a lot of you also understand that crafting and buying craft supplies, while the hobbies intersect, you know, if a Venn diagram, you know, those would be in the middle. They're also two separate hobbies. I love buying craft supplies. I've been trying to be really good, but every once in a while, I just started some new journals, and I went to town. I went up to Portland. I mean, I literally went to town. I went to Portland, which is about an hour away from Salem, and I went shopping for supplies, because why not? And I'm excited. I'm so excited about starting a new journal that I've been having a hard time sleeping, because I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm designing like the covers and stuff. Do you guys ever get that excited? Do you ever get that excited when you're crafting, like you can't sleep because you can hardly wait to get up in the morning and work on your project? And of course, I've been so busy this week, I haven't been able to work on my project. Okay, now I really like these butterflies, but so I may leave this. But I also made ahead of time a cover like I did those. Now this, I could still leave the butterflies and put that there. Oh, dang. I really do like that. Because I made this little guy here. And I like that too. Oh, shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, see, I don't know. There's a glare. Sorry. I don't know how to do it so you can't see the glare. Ah, nope, there's a new glare. See, there's that. I think I'm going to put the man on there. I mean, I really like this. Dang, I really like that. But I kind of like the layering look of the dude. It's a Tim Holtz character. Well, dang, dang, darn it. This is hard on hymnal page. No, I think we're going to go that way. Dang, that looks good too. I guess no matter what, I'm not going to be unhappy because I like both of them. So I'm just going to do it. I've already made this, I guess, in for a penny, in for a pound. So this music paper is a page from a old hymnal. And I got a Tim Holtz dude. And then the chip thing here, chipboard, that's one of the Tim Holtz ones. And what I do, I didn't really even antique that. I wish I'd antiqued it a little bit more. I did this the other day when I made the other one because it takes a long time to dry. But I take the diamond, first I antique it with Vintage Photo. And I always forget because I don't do it very often. You'll have to do more when you do this technique. Do more antiquing than you think you want. Because some of it, I don't know, it fades or it doesn't once you put the glaze on. And then diamond glaze is like a, gives it this glossy finish. The hardest part about it is you just put it on, you antique it, and then you just take it from the bottle and rub it on, is not touching it and letting it dry. And this took about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours on a rainy Saturday here in Oregon. I'm sure it varies. Some places, I wouldn't be surprised if humidity affects the drying time. I have a big old bottle of it. I got it on Amazon. I'll try to remember to put a link below, but I didn't pop the bubbles, so, which I don't really hate that. If you're a perfectionist though, you want to take a fine pin, like a sewing pin, you know, a metal pin, and pop them. Okay, but I just always like that. It gives a little bit of shine. And I always, when I make it, the second I make it, I have to put it somewhere where I'm not going to be, because like cross the other end of the room where there's nothing there to dry. Put it on, because otherwise I will set something on top of it while it's drying and get diamond glaze all over everything, because that's how this girl rolls. That's the nice thing about being older. You start to learn, you know how you are. Alrighty, and then there we go. That kind of, he's all done. Now, I'm not going to fill this with ephemera because I'm going to make ephemera. But let me show this to you one more time. So, while that dries. So we got the side pocket, and I just stuffed all kinds of goodies in it. And then like labels. And then on this side, because I didn't want to cut out the milk and the butter, I put the notch here. And I can't, oh, there we go. Ah! And then there's a reproduction postcard and some more vintage goodies. And this is an altered paper clip. So there you go. Just a fun thing to send in Happy Mail, or as a Christmas present or whatever, to a pen pal or a friend. Or if you make a journal and someone buys it and you want to give them a thank you, you could use it for that too. So let me know if you have any questions, or if you have anything you want to share. I love that when you comment below. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.